Yes, we are live on YouTube as well. Still people are coming. Okay. Welcome everyone. Yes, I'm just talking about it again once more. So those who joined just now, I welcome all of you on a Sunday morning like this to work on your dream careers, to set up a goal like that. I'm so happy to see all your faces as well. I'm pinning this because we're also live streaming. So yes, we will get started. The one thing that I told all of you guys is to write what is your dream career or your dream job. Just write it as like whatever words come, maybe in one word or maybe two, three words coupled together. And some of you who like to volunteer, just put it in the chat, like what is your, okay, author, public speaker, coach, that's nice. We can also put it in the chat like this, how Survi has posted, so that I can guide you even more better. Web developer, SEO, okay. SEO specialist. Anybody else want to post it? You can post it in the chat. Okay, right now you're student maybe. What is that you wanted to become after you complete your studies and everything? Starting online boutique. Yeah, hi Hema. Uh, I'm not sure if I can see you, but yeah, happy. Developer. Okay, starting a small business, government employee. Okay, software testing, college professor. Um, work from home job as SEO based content writer and blogger. That's nice. Teacher, administration in government sector, banker, designer, payments, business analyst, data scientist, and business analyst. Wow, a lot of different categories we have. I'm so happy. Learning text testing course, okay, but that is your learning period, right? What is that you wanted to become once you finish your whole course or anything? So I hope government employee, okay. Successful makeup artist. Wow, we have a makeup artist here. That's great. Clinical data management. Banker, convert my passion into my profession. That's beautiful. Um, okay. So I had actually turned off my fan so that the audio will be very clear, but I'm also kind of sweating just in case if I'm like turning off to, just get better. Don't mind. So yes, this is something that I wanted all of you to write, but there are few people who were clear about like I wanted to work from home job, and then this particular role. So that is what we are actually going to talk about here in this session. So I hope you all know that I mentioned in this masterclass, I will also talk about my journey, because this is something very special that will help you understand how clear you should be on your goals. So I will try to talk about my journey as simple as possible. That started when I was 19 or 20 maybe. So this whole journey, like right now, this is my, my ultimate profession or whatever I'm doing. This is going to be long lasting. So right now I'm here, but the journey actually started when I was maybe in my teens. So we all, when we grew up, are you all, staying in the same job or the same profession as you told when you were a kid? You can just put a heart, or if you're still following, then no, no, no. Okay. A lot of people are no, saying no. Yes, because we consciously do not, understand what is that we needed. When we were kids, it was like, I think most of us might be from, 90s or at maybe in the millennial generation. So we were just taught that you need to become a doctor, engineer, or a chartered accountant, something like that. So for me, it was, I don't know when did this, or maybe who told me, but for me, it was like IAS. So I was just telling that I wanted to become an IAS, and I was telling that for a long time until my 12th grade, I believe. And the main reason was that, yeah, uh, I can clean the roads and build some washrooms, some hospitals so to the district or whatever. That is how my dream was. So I was like that. I was, the ultimate goal for me from from my childhood was like, serving the people, the country, or the place where I live in. So it was something like that. And then slowly, when I went to my like 12th grade, it was like teachers were brainwashing. I took commerce. They were brainwashing that if you're going to become a chartered accountant, just the signature can help you earn like lakhs and lakhs of money. So I thought, okay, I wanted to become a chartered accountant because that is going to, I can build even more hospitals, or, try to do something like that. Because at that age, we do not know how much do you want to invest in building something, or cleaning the road, or whatever it is, or putting proper roads. I was just give me a minute. I think I'm sweating too much. I'll just try to put on my fan and come. So sorry for that. So yes, so I was someone like that, and slowly when I went to my college, I took BCom with an idea that I wanted to become a chartered accountant. But then when I was in my second year, I realized that this is not at all my cup of tea, because I was kind of putting so much pressure, getting so much anxious about studying, balancing both your college and then preparation for CA and lot of that. So that is when I decided, okay, this is not my thing. And also during the same simultaneously, when I was in my college, I had two professors who were like giving so much motivation, like every single day when they come to the classes. It is like there is a quote: motivation is like taking bath. You shouldn't just take like one day bath, get motivated, and it does not work like that. It is like you need to get motivated every single day. And those two professors were like motivating us every single day. And both of the professors, why they inspired me was like they were talking about starting something on your own, earning at any age. Age is just a number, earning at any age. And they were just giving so much motivation to you need not depend on your degree, you need not depend on the society, you can do anything at your own, and you can make money out of it. But at that time, I did not have any kind of ideas in my head, but I had a thing like I used to make small gifts and gift my people, so I my close friends and all. So I had an idea that I wanted to do something like oh happy, I think you must have heard about it. That was very trending and famous during that particular time. That so I wanted to do something like that. So that was my goal, because yeah, I can do anything that I love. No one is going to order me like what I need to do, and I can also make money out of it. So that was my goal. And slowly in the third year, I was like, okay, I think I need to do something like a business. This is a small goal, but still this goal of making gifts and selling was something there in my deep in my, I think it was like a seed that was sown for me at that age. And these professors were always telling us like we can help you at anything that you want, so just come up with some ideas and all. So at that time I did I had a weird passion, like always in Rubik's Cube, solving Rubik's Cube. Like I tried, and I was almost solving Rubik's Cube in 20 seconds, both 3 cross 3 and 2 cross 4. So I was like, okay, this is something really interesting. And whenever I prepare for my semester exams, I used to play Rubik's Cube and then study. Like it will be very easy for me to study because both of your hands are working, so both of your brains are working. So it will be very easy for me to study. So I thought how this idea of taking this to schools, and I approached a lot of people regarding that. And the idea was about to come into reality almost, but then I was almost in third year, I completed my college, and then the whole idea was like flop. But then I had so much confidence that any idea that you have in your mind, you can actually make money and sell it. So that is something like it was almost confirmed. I approached so many schools at that time when I was like, I was very, very, I don't know how to say, I was very introverted, but still with that confidence and faith, I went to so many schools, like got a lot of rejections, but that is the age that you learn and grow. So I didn't even feel shamed of anything. They just said, oh no, you're school students. No, 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 we don't want. And somehow my professors guided me to one person who was like into so many, taking extracurricular activities, classes for kids on weekends. So he has an institution. So I approached him and he was about to plan everything and everything confirmed, but then I got a job. So I actually was having that feel like, okay, I wanted to earn money. When obviously when you finish your undergraduation, you always have that feeling. I got a job which is communicative English training. So I got into that because something I love. I don't want to put so much effort. It is just to help students to talk English, and it is not like teaching grammar or anything. It is in a playful way. I think you must have had some programs like this in your schools as well. So, and then that is also something that I love. So I felt like, okay, I love to talk and I love to play with kids. I love to talk to them. So yes, let's do it. But then I realized in the middle of that whole process, when I started my job, it was actually a bond. So I was not able to quit in the middle. It was very kind of very, very toxic. So I shouldn't say toxic, but it was like so much pressure and it was energy draining and a lot of things. And that is when I realized I'm never gonna work under anybody from now on. So I decided I wanted to do MBA. And then I prepared during my school, during my free hours. I used to, prepare for MAT exams, CAT exams, and everything. And then CAT, I did not score much, but yeah, MAT I got, and I got into my college. So during my MBA, I don't know what to do, but I was thinking that I wanted to do something. So at that same time, the idea which came during my college in my second year UG, the art of making some gifts and selling it to people, that actually became into reality. I registered a brand called Sri Artsy, and I was making small handmade gifts and gifting to people. And yeah, Rosh is here; she knows very well. So at that time, it was a big thing for me. I was earning money out of it, like a little bit, and I was also simultaneously doing my MBA. That is something that I realized. Wow, this is how it should be when you are earning money. It will make you happy, and it will also make others happy. And that was again a small breadcrumb. And slowly I was almost completing my MBA. I should say it was in the second year, like the last few months. I was still jobless. Like I did not get any offer from the placements that I had because I did not even attend any companies. I attended rarely, like 3 companies in total, and 2 companies I came out because I didn't like. And the one company which I attended in the month of Feb is the one that I got selected. So I'll tell you how the whole journey of that is. This is the one that will help you so much in your, career manifestation or whatever it is. So I had a thought that I wanted to get into Zoho as a content marketer. So that was my ultimate goal after completing MBA. This is how I wanted to go. But unfortunately, or maybe luckily, it would be ironical. So unfortunately or luckily, I that particular year Zoho did not come. I went to the placement office and I was like trying to ask them every time. They say that why are you thinking about something which is not gonna come? We can better apply for some other companies which are coming. But Zoho is the only company that comes for this particular role, content marketer, because I also love to write. So I decided in my mind that if I'm going to go for a job, it is definitely into marketing and that too writing. I don't want any other thing. It should be only writing. But everybody was making fun of me. The circle which I was, so they used to make so much fun of me that see, everybody got placed. You're still waiting for something that's not gonna come. And March month we had our semester exams, and in the month of February also I did not get. My parents were giving me so much pressure that we spent so many lakhs for you, and you're just chilling out. I'm not chilling out. I'm like waiting that universe will definitely send that. But you know what happened in the month of February, like in the beginning of February, Zoho was announcing a role for content writer, like in off campus. So I booked ticket to Chennai. I went to Chennai. I stayed at my family friend's home. And I went to that particular company. I wrote and everything, and they said that it will take 2 weeks for the results to come. I was waiting patiently for 2 weeks. I was like, my manifestation is coming true because starting from the second year, I've been writing in my gratitude journal. Right, to be exactly, I think it was July 1st. I was writing. So the whole year 2019 got over and 2020 also came. And till February, I've been writing. I'm getting into Zoho as a content marketer with this much money and everything. But when it was February 14, I think exactly. That is the date when I got like the previous day before February 14th. That is the day when I got a small notification on my WhatsApp group, like there is this company coming to the college. And that particular day, my parents were so much angry with me. Like I was staying in hostel and they were so much angry with me, like you're not at all, serious about your career. So I thought, okay, at least for them, let me get into some job. So there was this at 11:30, there was one notification. This is the last call for this company tomorrow, which is coming. And that is not Zoho, that is some other company. Okay, I thought Zoho is also not responding for me. Let me get into this company. I went to that company. I mean, that was a campus only. So I went to my college wearing blazers and everything. I even asked my, the friend who actually posted that message. I asked, somehow with so much, because of so much pressure from my parents, I registered, but I feel like I'm not up for this. Can you please cancel my name? And he said that sorry, the name went to the final thing. So if you're going to cancel, then you will not be eligible to attend anything. So I was like, okay, let me go. And with so much, regret, why did I apply for this? I went to that company and I did like there were 3 rounds. And one thing that scares me, that scares my nervous system as well, was group discussion. And that particular company didn't have group discussion. So I was like, okay, it was just a written test. It was like online test, then written test. I love to write, right? So I was like writing for 3 hours. And then it was in the lunch break, I think. Everybody finished writing and they went. And the recruiters who were waiting for me, because I was the last one to finish, so they were just waiting for me, and they asked me, like, after I handed over the paper, they asked me, do you have your resume? I said yes. So yeah, I think we are running out of time, so we will just finish your interview, and then we all can go for lunch, and for you the whole process is over. After this, we will maybe update to your placement coordinators. So I completed the interview, and it was like very fun only. It was not that serious. I completed the interview and I went to home. I didn't even have any, wish that I wanted to get into this job or something. So I mean, I went to my hostel, and when I went to my hostel, it was February 14th, and I received a mail from Zoho that you're rejected, and that was so heartbreaking. And I felt like, oh my God, what is this? And I turned off my phone. I think I kept it on silent, and I locked the door. I removed my blazers and all. I changed my dress, and I was sitting and crying. I didn't talk to anyone. I was like, okay, this is like my biggest rejection, because Zoho is my dream right from July. Like for 8 months, I've been writing. I didn't even think that something like this would happen, because when Zoho was announcing the same role, I thought universe is just leading me to that ultimate goal. So I was like, that is my dream, and I'm definitely manifesting it. And but when I got this rejection, I was so heartbroken. I closed everything. I made the room so dark, and I was just sitting and crying. And somehow, without my knowledge, I slept. And like my roommate, she came around 6:30 or something, and she knocked, and she was looking at me crying. She didn't ask me anything, and I was also so dull. And after some time, I got so many calls, like calls after calls, which I didn't realize because my phone was like on silent. And my roommate got a call from one of my friends, and she said that the college is calling her. And then I saw, oh my God, 7 or 10 or around like so many numbers. I don't know, like I sent that rejection mail to one of my seniors who helped me to get that, uh, that get into that application process and everything. So I told him, and he also called me. And at the same time, some of my friends also called me. So I thought, okay, why are they calling me? And they said that college is calling you because you attended this particular interview. They are having another round. At 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, I believe, the warden was not at all letting me go. The warden was like, you can't go at this time. I told like, this is something that because I lost the job which I wanted, and at least they are calling me again, so let me go. I begged her, and finally I booked an auto. I went to my college, and then they made us to wait for like half an hour. I was very nervous because there were only 5 people. They said that you have another round. So which means obviously it must be a group discussion, which I'm already nervous about group discussion. So I was so scared, and at that moment they called all of us inside. Then I confirmed, okay, it is just group discussion. I think they already decided the topic and everything. When we entered inside, they asked all of us to sit like in that that group discussion table. It looked like that only. So but you know what they did? They said, congratulations, you all are selected. And at that time, I didn't know what is that role. But after a few weeks, they told that the role is going to be into marketing. And then I was still worried, and I don't know what else to do, but I was still writing that this is how it is, this is how it is. Like, I'm going to become a content writer and everything. And after the day before I joined the company, also I was like asking me what is my exact role. They didn't tell anything. But then with double mind, I went to that the first day of the company, like it was virtual joining only. And the manager, the marketing team manager, told me that you are assigned for the role of content marketer, where your ultimate job is to write blogs, write social media copies, and all of that. And I was like, wow, everything that I wrote, exactly I got manifested. But it was not the company. So I wanted to tell you, like, one biggest lesson here is that if you're someone who is working, or something like that, like job is the one that gives you so much money, if that is if you're in that kind of category, I want you to be sure about what you want in that company, like the role, the company culture, the package, and don't focus on that company. Because I focused on the company, because at that time Zoho was the biggest thing before pandemic and all. Zoho had a great company culture. Right now, a lot of companies are offering like work from home. So many, the culture is very good. But at that time, before work from home, Zoho was something like, wow, what a culture it is. So, but I was also deep inside having a wish that I wanted to stay with my family and work. But that also came true because it was work from home. And the package was also was something which is higher than the package that I asked for Zoho. And again, everything was like good. And I thought, okay, this is my dream. Everything came into reality. But after 1 year, I thought, okay, this is not my cup of tea. Because I also started coaching, and I thought, okay, this is not my cup of tea, because everything I wished I had, but there is one thing missing, which is the freedom of creating, the freedom, the art, or that I love, which is like creating. I love to write the way I wish, but it is like, you need to write like this. You need to write like this. Someone is always there to, put you down, or correct you or something. Because yes, obviously, what you write is obviously unique, but they are not satisfied with that, because their things, their ideas and everything is like different. So I thought, okay, I'm not getting the freedom that I want in this job. So I thought I can quit. And then I was like, I quit because I thought I can do full time coaching. But at that time, I was also a little fearful. I was trying to, be into coaching full time for a few months. Then I got an opportunity of freelancing with another company. And there I was again into it, almost became like a full time. So it was like again a full time thing. But yes, I was working from home. I thought, wow, this is much better than the previous company. I think this is definitely going to help me. And I just did everything. Like, I loved doing it. I was getting appreciation once in a while for the work that I do. So the blogs that I write created so many leads for the company, which obviously is like in four-digit dollars and all. So I was like, wow, I'm so happy. But then I almost felt like somewhere in the at one point I felt like, again, this is not my thing. The main reason was, again this company is also, you are not the boss. Obviously, you will be getting that some comments, or this and that, do this, do that, and everything. So at that particular time, I was asked to come to the office, and I was like not ready to go there. So when I requested that I would love to work from home, because that freedom, I love the freedom in working from anywhere that you want. That freedom I loved, and that freedom was missing there. So it was time for me to quit that as well. And then I jumped into full-time coaching, like no turning back. But then I think I also mentioned this in my previous masterclass, that when I quit my job, my mom was like, kind of, please go and find another job, or any freelancing opportunity, a project, or whatever. I almost applied for like 200 applications on LinkedIn, but then I was like, burnout. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore, because I got another freelancing opportunity for which they paid me peanuts when I actually quoted something higher. And I was like, okay, this is how the whole thing is going to work. And also, like, I'll be charging this much for 500 words, but they will make lot of corrections, comments, and they'll make it to 1,000 words or 1,500 words, but they still but they still give the amount for 500 words only. So it is like, okay, I wanted to be my own boss. That is when I came to this full-time coaching. And yes, the 1 month was really a struggle for me. But after that, it is like a cakewalk. And that is what I'm going to tell you, because all these things, like the job that I started first, the communicative English training, or the business that I started, Shri at Sea, or the writing job or the freelancing opportunity that I took, all these were not my biggest manifestations. Even the dream job that I told after my MBA was not my biggest manifestation. I realized that these are all small breadcrumbs for me to lead to this biggest pizza, which is here, my coaching career full time. So that is what I'm going to tell you. The whole story is something to help you understand, because in your life, you too might have missed something just because you like something. So I wanted you all to believe that anything that you wish in your mind, and maybe people used to say, right, if you want something, you need to compromise other thing. And you wanted to, compromise this in order to get that. But that is not the case. You can get the freedom. You can get the freedom to work anywhere. You can make exact money that you want, and you can do the work that you love, and you can also be in a culture where everyone respects you, and you have so much fun and freedom. So everything is actually there at one point. So I wanted you all, be it you wanted to be someone like me, like, starting a business, or be it you wanted to be in your career, be it like, there are a lot of coders, analysts, and everything. So I wanted you all to just visualize that everything that you wanted is actually available. Everything that you wanted in all the areas, the freedom. So right now you have already written in your journal what is that job that you wanted, and so most of you also put it in the chat. But I wanted you to write in that particular job, what is that you wanted to experience? For me, it was freedom. For me, it was to work anywhere that I want. For me, it was to take off whenever I wanted. So it was for me, ultimately, it was like, I always had a pressure when I worked under someone, but my creativity is getting blocked. So that is the reason why I chose, being my own boss. But I'm not saying that you all need to have that thought. But if you really wanted to have a work culture where you have friendly bosses and everything, you can write that. Just write everything that you want in a company. Don't focus on this company like Zoho or Deloitte, or don't focus on the name of the company. Just focus on the money that you want. You can first write the package that you want, and slowly you can move into what are the things that you wanted to feel in that dream company, like the freedom. Yeah, there is Ranjana writing here: financial independence, financial security, like-minded clients, decision making. Yes, the ultimate decision maker should be you. That was also something that I suffered with in the both the previous job that I did. It was like, I'm not able to, decide, because even if I decide, other people, they will give lot of other, choices, and your decision, even though your points are valid, they will not consider it, because you're just, beginner in working or something like that. Working in my own time. Okay, but if you're someone who is, who is working in a company, you can write like flexible work time or flexible location. So it could attract freedom and creativity with abundance, and also flexible working time. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So yes, just make sure that you write everything. Do not miss out anything. Just think for a while, for a couple of minutes. Think for a while and see what is that you wanted to. Maybe you wanted to be heard. You wanted to feel that I'm like, everybody is getting to know me. People are appreciating me. Everything that you wish is valid. Nothing is invalid. If you wanted to become famous, that is also valid. And you need not feel like, oh my god, this is not a wish. You can write anything. No one is going to judge you. Whatever that you want, you can become. So just write that: taking off when I need, freedom to choose and decide, even if I'm not here physically. Yes, money should be generated. That is beautiful. Financial independence, dignity that comes with it, that's beautiful, Niti. Did you all complete? But yeah, you can take your own time. What is that? If you're someone who wants to work in a company, how your company culture should be, write about it. Whenever you're hungry, you can go and grab a juice or something, or snack. And I think the one thing that inspired me with Zoho was, you can go and have a nap if you want. You have some, rooms to sleep as well. The pantry is like free. And so if you have wishes like that, you can write. But if you feel like you're not someone who can work going at office, being in that hustle culture, you wanted to work at home, enjoying the freedom, you can focus on that. It's not about, it should be what your soul wants. That is what I'm telling you. Because the seed that was sown for me in my 19 was the professors who told. It's that time it was all about freedom. But though I got so much money or whatever it is, the job that I wanted, the freedom which was the seed for me was missing all the time. Throughout the years, throughout the different jobs that I tried, it was always missing. I was somehow, I felt like my freedom is missing at one point of time. And that is the reason right now I'm here in this side, because I felt like I cannot get that freedom anywhere, because I tried so many other opportunities. Like, I did freelancing, I took up projects, I did a job, and nothing was giving me that freedom. That is the reason why I came here. And I'm not saying that freedom lies only here. But for you, if your soul craves for, like a lot of community, people surrounding you, sharing and engaging ideas, if you love to code, you can focus on that. Yes, with a great culture, with great salary package, and whatever that you like, friendly atmosphere, just how you want to feel about that job. Focus on the feeling. Like for me, the main feeling was just freedom. And so, yes, colleagues should be supportive, work from home, web developer job role, okay, paid holidays. That's nice. Yes, freedom to travel, even though when you're working, you can just write it, not do not jot it down. You can write it like a sentence also. That is nice. Freedom, appreciation. Yeah, that is also one more thing. No matter how hard you put your effort, some people do not get that enough appreciation, which means that your soul is not satisfied. Like, you wanted to get that, you wanted to build that dream career that your soul feels happy there. When you know that in your bones that yes, I'm happy here. Even if there is like slight thing is missing, you can definitely think about adding something else, so that you will manifest that in your current job, or maybe you will manifest that in a new form, like in a new job. So do not get settled for less. So see, why do we get appraisals every year? Because you cannot be satisfied with the same package every year. You cannot be satisfied with the same role also every year. So that is the reason why you are getting promotion, you are getting appraisal, which means that your goals also can change. It can keep changing. So for me, earlier it was just content writing, but right now I'm also writing it on my post. I'm making a lot of long posts. I'm putting so somehow my writing work is still there, and I'm also working on writing a book. Somehow I'm still doing the work that I love. So I know that my book in the long term, it will definitely pay me sometime in the future. So everything is actually, there. Like whatever that you love, you have the freedom to do it. So I want you to add even this little most thing that you think that it is going to be funny if I add here. Please add it. Do not feel like, no, this is too much. Because you can never settle for less. And that is the reason why even the companies are giving us appraisals, promotions and everything. So never feel, if you feel like, oh, I'm so satisfied, then it means that you're settling for that. You wanted to aim higher and higher and higher. That is the way to reach your higher version of yourself. Um, Channel of wisdom, being equally blown away by what comes out of my mouth as my audience, working from a place of ease and rest, creative play, freedom, working from a beautiful place, a cafe with Ayurvedic food. That's beautiful. View of the sea, surrounded with books, good people, hosting workshops, owning a cafe, writing books, coaching, public speaking. This is so beautiful. Very nice, Surbi. Work-life balance. Most of you might be having a good pay, a great company, a great team and everything, but work-life balance might be messing up. But if you really wanted to have a wonderful work-life balance, write more about your family, spending time with your family, and just like how you spend time with your job. So this is very beautiful, like all the messages. I hope you all completed. So I'll tell you like what did I do to just reach this point. So I think in the last workshop, I believe in the December workshop, I took my old journal, 2022 journal, and the first page, I think I started this old journal in the month of March. Like the first page I wrote was like March 1st. And there at that time I was like working with that company that I was telling, the second thing where I was it was kind of turned into full time. So in while I was working in that company, I had written that I wanted to earn 50K per month in my coaching business. I never thought it is going to happen very soon. I never thought it is going to happen like within that year. But yes, it is like I hope you know about my stories and all. I don't want to brag about it, but yeah, it is just a beginning. I wanted to let you all know that you can get more than what you imagine. So it is just going to be like onwards and upwards. You're never gonna settle for something. Okay, I'm getting like 1 lakh per month. This is enough. I'm getting like this much. Yes, this is enough. It should not be like that. So we will get started with the techniques or the tricks that I followed in my life, which is obviously about manifestation. So let's talk about it now. The first thing that you wanted to do is that just one thing, uh, write all the emotions in one passage, like every single day. So I'll tell you how to do that. I wanted you to feel, firstly, start bringing it into your head. Like, this is what I wanted to. So it is not about you need to close your eyes and visualize. I'm just going to tell you only one technique today. It is not about closing your eyes and visualize, but today, see, one thing that Surbi wrote was like very long, and I would like to talk about it again. So when she says about hosting workshops, owning a cafe, writing books, coaching, and when she talks all of that, you can actually bring all the images without closing your eyes. So it is like, even when you write, you can actually bring the images. It is not about you need to go to deep meditation, close your eyes, and then only visualization happens. It is not like that. Even when I'm going to say, imagine that you're having two wings and flying, obviously you can imagine that too, you're having two wings and flying. When I say like white crows or pink elephants or something like that, obviously you can imagine that. So your visualization is always working. So you wanted to understand that whatever that is in your head can come true if you're putting enough efforts, enough mental work there. So I wanted you have a set of, criteria, like this is how my dream career should look like. You have everything. You should never compromise for something less. Maybe you get a job, but it was not work from home, but work from home was your goal. Maybe you get a job, but you start even imagining putting more life to that work from home, so that eventually you get a work from home option from the same company or maybe a different job. So it will all happen eventually. But I wanted you shouldn't feel like, okay, they're giving me enough package, so let me compromise with this. I don't want to think about work from. You shouldn't be like that. Even if you get a job without work from home, you still appreciate that and start focusing on work from home, so that you can turn that job into work from home or get into another job which is paying even more than that, and then giving you work from home opportunity as well. So that is what I wanted you all to think. Whatever that you have in your head, whatever that you had written right now, like these are the qualities that I wanted to feel in my job, it is actually existing. Imagine that it is, yes, there, here, right now, somewhere energetically. That particular company is also finding you, or that particular business is also seeking for you. Uh, so today I posted a reel without setting any intention. It just randomly came in. It was not a reel; it was a short on YouTube. So what you seek is seeking you. So whatever you have in your mind, with that is connected with your heart and soul. It shouldn't be. And one more important thing before setting in this strong intention is that it shouldn't be like, just because, oh, Hema is starting a business, I think I should also start a business. It shouldn't be something like that. You have to love. You have to love. Okay, I wanted to create something like this, so it will definitely benefit so many people, and I can also make money out of it. So it should be something like that. Just because someone is getting promoted to that particular role, or maybe someone got hired in that company which is very famous, you shouldn't feel like, oh my god, everybody is going to a better place. You shouldn't have that fear of missing out. You shouldn't have that FOMO and then fix a goal. And that is the very important stage, setting intention. And that's the reason I also shared the intention video yesterday, I think. You have to watch that before coming to this masterclass. I hope you all have watched it, at least like half of the people. So that is the major thing about setting a clear intention. If your intentions are not clear, because in my whole life I went to different jobs, I never stayed more than 1 year in a particular job, because of this one reason, because I was not focusing all at once. I was like compromising. I was not focusing all at once, but all at once is possible somewhere. It is there in energetically, it is there. You just wanted to pull it into your reality. The first thing is that you create that, yes, you create an intention that you had written how you wanted to feel about your job. You focus more on the feelings, not on the material things. Focus more on the feelings, having that freedom, having that feeling of getting appreciated every time that you hit a milestone or something, feeling supported, educated, wherever you are. So I wanted you to feel the feelings there instead of 6 lakh per annum or 10 lakh per annum. Don't fix on the numbers. So that is one important thing. And apart from that, now the first goal is like you are very clear about setting intention. Just in case if you really somewhere in the middle out of nowhere you identify that I think this is a FOMO, because I think I even had a conversation about this to some of the people, and I think even I have talked about this to Rose sometimes back. Whenever I see people who are traveling abroad, I have this FOMO, like people are traveling, everybody are traveling. But now I realize that that is just a FOMO. That is not my, heart wants, or I love traveling, but it is not about that moving to foreign places or just going to traveling abroad countries for a trip or something. So it was just a FOMO for me. I realized that after some time. But right now, whenever someone posts about traveling abroad, I feel so happy for them because they are taking a trip, and I don't have any FOMO. But earlier, I think it was in the middle of I think it was in the month of August. I was having so much FOMO. But now you have to understand that sometimes lately you will realize that this is the FOMO and this is not something what my soul wants. And you wanted to cut that down. You wanted to remove it. So that is what I wanted you to, set a strong intention. But this is the most major important thing before thinking about your dream career. Have a very strong intention, and you can also change these when you feel like, okay, this is a FOMO, or maybe I think my soul desires something else. You can change it anytime. That is the first important thing. And secondly, you need to visualize. You can bring it into your head that okay, there is a perfect job existing for me. It is not like the perfect job, but a job that is perfect for you existing, that gives you freedom, that gives you enough package, that gives you a lot of learning opportunities, on-site opportunities, a supportive environment, colleagues, and who are cheering you up every time. So there are a lot of opportunities available in one job, in one role, in that particular company. So I wanted you all to focus on that instead of focusing on, I wanted to get into Deloitte. I think a lot of people have this goal like Google. I wanted to get into Google. Somewhere in my life, Google is my long-term goal. It shouldn't be something like that. It should be like, because a lot of work culture are much better than Google as well. So it is, you might have heard, okay, there are a lot of companies, Indian companies growing who are offering equal work culture like that. So it shouldn't be like Google. But yes, people can manifest Google if you have that goal. But I'm saying you can consciously manifest what your soul wants instead of manifesting material things, because ultimately that is what makes you happy. But if universe knows that Google is the right fit for you, yes, universe will give you Google. So ultimately what your soul wants is the one that you want you to focus on. So now that you create, the second thing is that you create that in your head, there is a company existing with all this, or there is my business existing like this. Maybe you haven't even started your business. You're just thinking about starting your business. You like, just like how Surbhi said, that a cafe, writing books, coaching, taking workshops, even though you haven't started something, you just write it like how your business has to be. What are the products? If it is a product based business, what are the products you would love to launch in the coming days? Or once you start, write everything about it and just focus on, just give details to it. Even though you need not put any music and meditate, you can just write it, so that as you write you can imagine in your head. When you imagine in your head, it is actually existing. So when you put a picture in your head, it is actually existing and you can pull it to the reality. And the third thing is the one that I always practice, just being grateful for the things that you already got, that things that you already got. So this is something that I was writing in my like when I was in my MBA. I'm so grateful that I got into Zoho as a content marketer with so and so package. I'm taking my cycle and getting to the office. So this is something like some crazy, because I really wanted to stay at home and work, but before pandemic there was nothing like work from home, which was not common for all of us. So I was like, at least I wanted to do something that I love, taking my cycle and going to the office, because I wanted to buy a new electric cycle. And that was something like in my imagination. But my deep inside, my heart was, I was compromising for that. Deep inside, my heart was longing for, sitting at home and working. But I was compromising for that and creating another thing, which was not something that my soul really wants. But it was just a, cute imagination that taking a cycle and going to Zoho office and working there. So it was something like that. But I wrote everything. So I wanted you all to just take like 5 minutes every single day, write, do not focus on anything else. If your ultimate aim for now is just career, so this is only for people who are like, I really need to fix my career. Because if you have so many other things, I would recommend you to follow a routine that focuses on all the other areas as well. But if your ultimate goal for the next few days or something is just career, I want you to write down this. Write gratitude letter to the universe every single day as if you got your dream job with all the emotions. Right? Like I'm feeling so, I'm having this sense of freedom right now, working at this company. I'm so happy and I can travel anywhere I want. Or maybe I have the flexibility to work any from anywhere or to work at any time or to take off whenever I needed. The team is very understanding and I'm feeling so heard, so seen, so held. Everyone is respecting me and understanding me and my emotions. You can just write, and it should be in the form of writing a gratitude letter to the universe. Like you have to be grateful for everything because everything that you're having in your head is already existing, so which means that you already sent your gratitude, so you bought that. So it is universe job to send it to you. It's like you make orders on Amazon. I think most of you might be paying online payment. Cash on delivery is like old style thing, so it is always about online payment. So you know that for sure this is coming to you when you make an order. You make the payment and you see that estimated delivery, but for universe it is the divine timing. It is not the estimated delivery, it is the divine timing. So for me, just imagine, ever since July I started writing the gratitude journal for the job, the dream job, Zoho, the dream career and everything. But I got it in the month of February, which took like so many months. But I was very patient and I was never desperate. And I really understood that I was never desperate because I had a very strong confidence. Because I think that as we age, we have so much fear of what if it doesn't happen. But when we are kind of little young, we never think that, okay, we have enough time for us to experiment with different things. So I never had a fear that what if it doesn't happen. I was always having that strong confidence. This is definitely happening. But the only thing that I was like, was I was not desperate. But most of the clients that I work with recently, they're very desperate that I definitely want to get into job within next month, or my life is going to turn upside down. It shouldn't be something like that. When you start removing those disparate feeling, obviously your life will start becoming more better. You can see people coming and supporting you. You can see people getting opportunities. People will refer you for the job that you were looking for a long time. So a lot of things like this will happen. So just this one technique that I would guide you for today about the dream career thing is that write as if you have got your dream job already, that you know that it is already existing somewhere. So you wanted to write as if it is already there. Yes, of course you can keep companies in your mind, if you have, but you shouldn't be sticking like something like I did, because I was like very much, I was not desperate about getting job, but I was desperate about Zoho. I should be really honest. Because at that time I didn't know. And when I got Mobius, that was like a huge realization for me. The same day when Zoho rejected, the same day I got another opportunity where everything was falling in place. So that is when I realized that, okay, it is the divine timing and universe knows what is best for you. And yes, of course, those at that time, one of my friends, he was working in Zoho. And when I was working from home with this new company that I manifested, that particular person was going to the office every day. And just imagine during the whole pandemic thing, when there was just few relaxation and when pandemic was something very new for all of us, how it would be like you're moving to a new city and working at the office every day, traveling, and when you know do not know how to ride and anything. So I think when if I had manifested that, I would have definitely quit my job in the first two months itself. That is the reason that universe gave me this another opportunity. So nothing that comes your way comes just randomly. Everything that you're experiencing, the people you meet, maybe the people you meet are giving you lessons, they are staying with you for a long time, or maybe they're leaving you in the middle. Everything that happens in your life is actually helping you to lead to that ultimate goal. So I'm always grateful for Zoho, because the wish or the desire that came to me, and the rejection of Zoho as well, because I took a very beautiful lesson that you should never be desperate about anything. Because whatever that it is all about focusing on the feelings and emotions that you want in that particular job, or in that relationship, or in that money or whatever. And you should never be desperate. When you're not at all desperate, everything will start falling in place. exactly the way you wanted, or maybe sometimes it just keeps you surprising. Like, wow, I never thought that I will be getting something like this, but it is here. Uh, I never thought that it will happen very soon. Just like how I was saying, I never thought that I will turn into full-time coaching before 2022. At least I thought it should be happening somewhere in 2025. I had a very long-term goal for full-time coaching, and making money from full-time coaching. It was a long-term thing. But even before 2022 ended, halfway when I was just taking my journey to freelancing and all of that, something big happened. It really hit me hard, but it made me to get up even more faster and do the work. So creating your dream career is something not out of your hand or out of reach. All you wanted to do is just write a gratitude letter every day that it is already existing. This is also a form of scripting. And you also create, you do visualization as you write, because yes, obviously your mind is thinking about the pictures, and you're also setting gratitude. This particular technique, without my knowledge, I was doing, but this particular technique has so many things in one. You write a letter, you do scripting. So I hope you all know about the importance of scripting, and you are also expressing gratitude, you're also visualizing, and you're also affirming. So a lot of things together, and you're also consistently doing it. So you're consistently reminding your subconscious mind that yes, this is possible, this is possible. So, and just like how I manifested, so many of them here in inside the community, they have manifested so many like job promotion. I think it was I'm not sure if Deepshika is here. So it was just like few weeks since Deepshika joined my MM 2.0 program, and she was waiting for a long time to for her she's doing her final year college. And 2 days back, she said that I got selected in a company. That was like a dream for her. She's just yet to confirm over the location. So it was the dream company, the dream package and everything. And the location is alone yet to confirm. And I was like so happy. Wow, how beautiful it is. So if you feel like you really need a more guidance or something, you can always, feel free to get inside MM 2.0, which is an 8-month program where we not only focus on job, we will focus on every other area like relationship, health, manifestation, manifesting everything else. And it is not a program that talks only about manifestation. We will also talk about healing and how you can actually combine both manifestation and healing together and build a beautiful life for yourself. And a lot of things that you never experience or expect will start happening once you are inside the energy of MM 2.0. Yesterday I had my first call for introduction with my MM 2.0 members, and they were like they were saying so many amazing things inside. Like I think I posted about this. There is one more person called Renuka. She created a vision board with a picture of gold watch, rose gold color watch, and it was for 2023 and not even 2022. But even before 2023 happened, in 2022 itself, she actually manifested that rose gold watch, and that actually made her to believe in MM 2.0. And we have a lot of members, and MM 2.0 is so like growing every day. So if you feel like you really wanted to get into MM 2.0, I would really welcome you, because I think I told about this in my previous masterclass that once MM 2.0 launches again, like a fresh new course, the price is going to be like, hey, Renuka is here. Renuka is recommending everybody. Thank you so much. This is so beautiful. And there is also one more chat, I guess, one more message. Okay, yes, okay. So Renuka is here, and my MM 2.2 members yesterday, they were feeling so amazing. And we will have so many setting intentions, and just by setting small intention, you will experience small wins. And see, when you're working yourself, you're going to concentrate on one thing, like you wanted to manifest your job. But when you're inside, a community who talks about manifestation every single day, setting powerful intentions every morning, and staying in that vibration, and also meeting all of us together 2 times or 3 times in a month, you will have a lot more about manifestation. And without consciously, you will manifest so many other things in your life, like small things. Like I told them a very small funny story yesterday. I would like to share it here as well. My dad actually went out, and like, well, while he was going out, he asked me 2-3 days back, he asked me like, do you want, I'm going to buy fruits. what fruits do you want? Usually I'll tell apple, orange and grapes. I just told apple, orange and grapes. And I was having this thought that should I tell dragon fruit, because dragon fruit is something that I love. But when he goes separately, he will not buy. When I go with him, he will definitely get me. But when he goes, he'll say like, you always ask for some costly fruits or something that is not grown here, like in our place and all. So he used to comment something. So I was like, okay, let me keep quiet. Let us go some other time, and let me get it. And you know what happened? I completed a session and I opened the door. My dad already came. He kept dragon fruit on the table just for me to. Other fruits were on the cover. Just for the dragon fruit, he kept on the table so that I will see. I was like, how did this happen? I didn't even tell him also. It just I because never he bought a dragon fruit, but that particular day I had a thought in my mind and then he bought. I was like, this is so beautiful. So all these small manifestations will start happening, and bigger manifestations, unexpected things. So just like how Renuka, she just had a thought that she wanted to, have a rose gold watch, but the that is also something that she got it as a gift and she did not purchase it. So a lot of things will start working out when you are inside MM 2.0. So if you need to know more about MM 2.0, it is a 8-month program, and we completed like one session yesterday. 11. Yes, it is a sign for you to join MM 2.0 if you're interested. So all the programs are going to be live. If you're planning to join now, all the programs are going to be live. If I'm going to launch it in the second half of the 2023, somewhere it is going to be, the price is ultimately going to double up like to 24,000. Because we will have a lot of other add-ons, and so many other classes will be, because I always commit for 8 months and take them to 1 year journey. It is something like that. So we will have so many extra sessions inside. So if you wanted to get the best out of it and also interact with me live, we will exclusively have support calls where I would handhold you and take you to that dream goal wherever you wanted to. Would give personalized guidance and everything. Support calls is one of my favorite things. So I would highly recommend you to join MM 2.0 if you are somewhere in your manifestation journey, or you want a long-term guidance. So if you feel like I wanted to sign up with Sri for 1 year, which is going to be very affordable, this is going to be the best thing. And the price is 12,000. You also have installment options. So just imagine that you're going to be with me for this whole year and you're going to pay 12,000, which means just 1,000 rupees per month. And lot of other programs will be offered for free for you guys, like Magical Mornings and everything. And I'm also planning to launch Magical Mornings, but in a different way for this time, especially for people who wanted to manifest something like a dream job, a dream package, or get a salary raise or promotion or something like that. It is a very short and new beta launch where Magical Mornings exclusively for job, for career, not for job, I should say, for career. It could be something like your business, building your business, getting more clients, or be it in your job and you wanted to get into a better job or a better rise. It is a 11-day program. It is for 21 minutes, just like Magical Mornings, but every day we will be having a lot of creative visualization just for job, just for career. For other things, I will be announcing it. I'm getting some questions about this in the private chat. Yes, so I will be announcing about other areas in the coming months. But for this month, for January, it is about career. It is about dream career. It is a 11-day program, and the price is also 11. And the last time, those who joined for magical nights, it was 1,555. This is the beta launch, and the price is for 11. So if you plan to join for this, the Magical Mornings time, it will be in the early morning. So people who are thinking that you can make it in the early morning at 5:55 a.m. to 6:21, you can make it. So we will have all the tools, like 4 tools. Yes, Sandhya, this program will be completely free for the MM 2.0 people. And we will, every other month also, it will be completely free. So every next month, I'll be starting something else, maybe for relationship or for health. So that will also be completely free for you guys. And so yes, coming to this Magical Mornings, it is an 11-day program, 5:55 to 6:21, where we will start with affirmations, we will start with gratitude, and then we will do the cleansing, and then we will do a lot of creative visualization so that your subconscious mind will get ready to believe your dream career is right here in front of you. And eventually, before you finish your the program, you will definitely see a lot of magic happening in your job. Earlier, we had a lot of success stories exclusively for job with Magical Mornings. But this time I wanted to do only for job, so that the power is even more higher. The manifestation process will be 10 times more than what we experienced earlier. So yes, for you guys, since it's just for you guys, I thought, let since it is also a beta launch, you can join it for 999 rupees if you're signing up today for the 11 days manifestation magical mornings program. If you wanted to join for MM 2.2, yes, you can join MM 2.2 and get installments, flexible installments, and then get this also for free. So you can just, okay, there is a lot of private messages, so you can just let me know if you're interested. I will add your name, and I will be closing the registration by 6 p.m. today, so that I will plan how I, because everybody's personal goals I will take it, and based on that I wanted to create, because this is exclusively for job, so we are not going to get so many distractions or diversions. So based on your goals, I will start creating how I wanted to guide you, and based on that we will decide the dates. Like, it is already 8th, and I will decide the date and I'll inform you. So if you're signing, but yes, you can also sign up tomorrow or day after tomorrow, but the price will be 1111. But for if you're signing up today, it will be 999. And you can also join for MM 2.0 if you feel like. So coming to the questions here, um, okay, dream vacation, Neha. So if you have such goals, you can join into MM 2.0. We will focus on everything else. And other question, give me a minute. I'm nearing my due. If I join Magical Morning, shall I get the details of the classes, which I cannot attend? Okay, I think I can get in touch with you separately, and we will talk about it. So yes, so this is all about. And if there is anybody, especially people who wanted to move into a passion, and like you're already in a job, or you're confused about sticking with this job, and you wanted to start something out of your passion and make money out of it, you can just DM me. I'm going to have a something like, I have a plan in my mind which I'm going to implement in the coming months, but I wanted to guide you for free. I wanted to choose five women or men, be it anybody. Who I think most of the women are who are interested to do something out of their passion, who came to me in the past few months. But yes, even if men are interested, you can. So if people are thinking about that, where you wanted to get my guidance, where you wanted to start something, like you wanted to slowly transform from your job to passion, or you wanted to balance both, you can DM me and I will help you. I'm going to help a few group of people for couple of days. I mean, like a week or 10 days or something like that, so that I just have some plan to execute to make it into reality. So this is completely free, guys, but I really wanted serious people to come. It is not something like, okay, let me try. It is something like, I'm ready to put all my efforts, that kind of people. So yes, it could be like, I wanted to write a book, or it could be like, I wanted to do something out of my passion. It's not even about making money. If you're someone who is serious about, I have this passion, I have never even trusted my belief that yes, it could happen, I really wanted it to happen, yes, please DM me and I will definitely guide you. I will have a small group of 5 people totally. It could be 5 women or 5 men and women together, whatever. But 5 people who wants my personal guidance for the next 2 weeks or 10 days or whatever. I'll just plan it completely. But you can just reach out to me and I'll help you. And apart from that, people who are interested in magical mornings to make, because mornings are the best time, guys. Whatever activities I told you, please try to do it in the morning. The moment you wake up, you refresh and come back and sit and write. The first half an hour once you wake up, and the last half an hour before you go to bed, is the best time for your subconscious mind to work on your goals. It starts believing that yes, it is happening, and that is how you make it into reality. Yes, you can talk about it right now, but it will not be that effective. Like how you wake up fresh and you just put a lot of positive thoughts in your head. So I'll talk about this on my stories as well. But if you're interested to join, yes, this would be the best time for you. Today you can take decisions and you can let me know. And with that, I think I took extra 10 minutes. I'm sorry for that, but I'm really happy that we did this. And thank you so much for being there throughout this masterclass. I hope this masterclass helped. So people who felt like this helped you at least a little bit, who wanted to implement this especially, you will definitely get the best out of it only when there is an energy exchange. I hope you all know the power of it. Since this is a free masterclass, you can just put your energy exchange in written with a form of feedback or how much it benefited, so that whatever you apply will start. It is not to brag about the coach or the mentor, but it is always work like that. I hope you know, since from the ages when guru and shishya work, like they will do everything for their guru so that guru will teach them. So it will never go in one way. So just write to me on my Instagram, or it could be on WhatsApp, whatever. Just write to me how you felt. uh, Thank you, Nidhi. That's so nice. Thank you so much. And you can write to me somewhere. And thank you, Surbi. I'm so glad. So I'll see you soon in some other coming workshop. So thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And I will stop the live stream.